Hi guys, welcome back, and I'm showing you Wicked Red. This is a lip applicator that is wonderful for cleaning out the inside of your airbrush. Never use a cotton swab, but the lip applicators that you can get on Amazon are perfect for that. I'm just going over the white that I had airbrushed, and I am just coloring in some red here. This is a redo from my first upload on the fire, and this is how I'm fixing it. So I just went over with white. Now I'm coming back in with the red. And after this video, there'll be one more short little video on the fire, and then with it we'll be taking off the stencil, and then I will be showing you how you can slightly buff, because there'll be a little slight edge where I take out off the stencil. So you can slightly buff that out with a Scotch-Brite pad. And then we'll start laying in the color for the hand. Both hands, I should say, and the face. Fire is a very long process. You just got to be patient with it and keep working with it over and over. Laying one color and then on to the next. This is a Wicked Orange, detail orange, that I'm going to start laying over. You might hear my husband cutting in the background. He's working on a project. Hopefully it won't be too loud. And these are opaque colors also that I'm working with, because to cover up some of the mishaps. I am using my PS Creo 771, but actually when doing fire I should have went to a more broader range in spraying fire. I could have used my 289 or even my Iwata Eclipse, but I had it in hand, so I just decided to use it. One note to keep track of when you're doing any kind of artwork where you're going to be switching and using back and forth to white. It's always good to have an airbrush that just uses the white, and an airbrush where you can switch out the color, because it takes so long to get the color switched out sometimes to go to a pure white. If you're really wanting that pure white, it's good just to have one airbrush that you put just white only in. And a lot of air compressors, they will come with the two fixtures where you can put two airbrushes in them. If not, you can kind of come up with a universal thing that will hook up and have 2 and 3 airbrushes if you wanted to. I just never think I need more than 2 at a time. But if a t-shirt artist, sometimes they'll have a universal thing that they can hook onto their air compressors. That way they can go from one color to the next color to the next color, because they're fast pace in working and spraying in their art. This is a yellow that I'm spraying. I believe it's Detail Yellow from Wicked. I don't know why I didn't show the bottle. But anyway. Just popping in those extra highlights. I'm glad I changed it up. It's looking a little better, and I wouldn't have been happy with the other. So, in the bottom of this, you'll see later on, I will come in and spray some sepia with a little bit of red violet in it to darken up some areas at the bottom. But right now, I'm just continuing to keep laying color over color and to build this fire. And I believe I am even going to use a fluorescent yellow, which you wouldn't have to. You could just spray really bright white and then lightly go over with the yellow. Lightly go over with the yellow. Let me say that again. And that would give you that really bright highlight. But I had it, so I just decided to use it. A lot of people wouldn't have the fluorescent yellow, but coming back in with some white highlights. You gotta be patient when you're doing fire. It's a process. I know sometimes a lot of artists, they want to, they expect 1, 2, and it's done. But no, it's just trial and error, and keep working on it. Keep working on it. Oh, I'm showing you there. Don't push up and down on your button. Continue flow of air. If you want to turn your air off, push it forward all the way, and then if you want to turn it back on, you pull it back, but never push up and down with your button on the airbrush. It causes spits and spatters, which sometimes, if you want that in your work, like fire, you're going to have little spicks and stuff in it, but we don't want to do splotches and spray outs and stuff with doing that. We want a continual flow of air. And that's just learning how to work and hold your airbrush. And it's something I still make mistakes on doing sometimes. But I think it's always good to have reminders. Now this is fluorescent yellow, and I'm coming back in just highlighting some areas, a brighter color. I hope to upload this today, and I will be back in the shop working Friday. So I hope to upload the ending of the fire and the beginning of the hand. Hopefully maybe Saturday night, Sunday, because I would really like to start on the rest of it Monday. You see how that fluorescent yellow just kind of really brightened that up. Like I said, there's all different kinds of fire. It's just up to your preference what you would like to do. Um, I don't like the fire that's like tribal or long or how everybody else does the fire. I rather would prefer a more realistic look to fire, but with that said, it's the reference I'm looking at. It's kind of a wild look, and this hand right now looks like it's in front of the fire. So when I start working on the hand, I'm going to try to bring some fire up onto the side of it, so it more looks like he's reaching through the fire. I think the next step that I'm going to be doing is laying in some dark in the off to the bottom of this, and then that'll be about it for this video. And then when I upload again, it will be the final piece. Would just be to add a little bit of white highlights in the kind of in the middle section of it, because your fire is not going to be all yellow or all white. It's going to be just different hints. And this is sepia with just a drop or two of red violet. I'm laying that in the bottom and hitting a few other little areas to tie it in. Thank you for watching, and come back.